What's up, everybody? My name's Adrian. So I recently got the Vision Pro. I went all out. I'll tell you guys my experience. First off, I would like to apologize if you guys see this. That is just guacamole dip or avocado sauce. Coming from Los Angeles, there's a lot of taco tents on the side of the street, and it is the best tacos you are ever gonna have. You literally cannot even compare it to Chipotle. Anyways, so I guess my video is, so to start, who am I? I am a fanboy. I have the iPad Pro 2 terabyte. I have this fucking thing that I use for running because I'm trying to join the military, and so this comes in really handy. I have this, and I have the almighty Apple Vision 2, and yes, I got the Apple case with it. Just want to make this video to share with you guys, to tell you guys why I got it. So to start, do I think, like, I know you're thinking, isn't there gonna be an Apple Vision 2 soon? I really don't think so. And here's why. So all these rumors, these people really don't know anything about it. They're just making this shit up for the sake of a YouTube video, to be honest with you guys. Unless Tim Cook says so himself. We all know with Apple is, yeah, they're really unpredictable in a good way. And almost always the rumors are false. I mean, that's the thing though. It's like a lot of rumors, a lot of YouTube dumbasses. I'm trying not to say the R word, the R-E-T-A-R-D word. But that's what I would call them. So essentially, these people don't know jack shit. Like, they literally don't know any more than you do. And what they do is they make a couple videos just making up random rumors. And you know, we saw this with what was this, the AirPods Max. It's like, oh, this is the rumored Max 2. No, dude, it's all made up. So first off, why did I get it despite you guys thinking there's probably going to be a Vision Pro 2? I don't think there's going to be a Vision Pro 2 for the next 10 years. It's just knowing Apple is, think about how this took them 10 years. And it's literally like, this is basically the pinnacle of, it's a modern marvel of a technology. You know, this thing took years and years of research. Okay? The fuck? Thought it was a rat. Holy shit. This. Oh god! Holy shit! Oh fuck, a beetle! Oh my god! Okay. Say hi to that guy. Alright, where was I? It literally took them 10 years of research. Do you really think they're gonna release a new one next year? It's not like an iPhone where, like, even the iPhones nowadays, it's making such a minuscule, like, advancement that, like, something like the Vision Pro that took them 10 years, you just have to use your brain. Like, do you really think? And on top of that, the Vision Pro isn't as, like, sensational as, like, the iPhone. So really, it's kind of like the Max, you know. In my opinion, the Max is perfect the way it is, really. And you know, it probably took them so many years of research to come to this. I mean, from the material itself, you know, I had the Sony headset. And the XM5 was it? Because a lot of these haters are like, oh, it's the same exact thing. No, it's not. No, it's not. Go, like, you're drunk, dude. You're drunk. But, you know, the way it's engineered is just amazing. You know, down from this being magnetic so that it's easy to clean, which even though I haven't cleaned it, Lamau, this thing is really, really durable. You know, it's made out of metal, so a lot of the complaints that Sony users have is this, like, their headset will break on the hinge, and the engineering of this thing is just like, it's insane. You know, you could just tell that they hired the best product engineers to come up with this thing. And I have absolutely no, nothing to say bad about this. Even down from the comfort. Sure, it's a little heavy, but you know, just it's peak engineering here, right? Down from the case, because sometimes, like if you know, I love it. You know, the haters, they're always gonna have something to say. But anyways, I love it, and a lot of people have it. It's just like the AirPods, the first AirPods. Like everyone was making fun of it, and then, oh, it turns out like a couple years later, everyone has it now. So back to my Vision Pro. This thing is not. I would. This thing is closer to this than to this. Let me put this down. It's making me nervous here. You know, it's not really something that a lot of. It's not as sensational, right? So don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to all the YouTubers. It's not gonna come out anytime soon. Think about the Max too, like how it took literally. It's been like 5-7 years now, and they haven't even changed anything because it's perfected already. Uh, you know, forget about the numbers. It's just, yeah, it's perfect. Back to the Vision Pro. Yeah, I know. You know, it took them so many years to come up with this, and it's really a conglomerate. Wow, I sound really fancy there. Conglomerate of all the tech advancement from Apple, from the high quality cameras that you know I use to film this now, to the eye tracker, which is fucking insane. It is insane. Um, yeah. So that's why I got it, and I also wanted to wait for everything to be like sorted out, all the bugs, all that stuff to be sorted out. And I think a year later, uh, in my opinion, a lot of people's complaints is it's almost always user error. So let's take for example, a lot of people say they're not using the Vision Pro is because they think it's too expensive. When you think about it, for what it can do, in my opinion, it's absolutely cheap. Think about like if you were to buy your own theater, how much that would cost. Think about like this basically has replaced a TV. I mean, I live in a trailer, as you guys can see, and I don't have the luxury of being able to set up a TV, right? And so I really got this for movies, and I've watched 2 movies already, and being able to experience movies that like clearly was meant for the big screen, like Jaws, or like a lot of Western movies that have like wide shots. This has really just made me appreciate movies a lot more. So a year ago, I already knew why I was gonna get this. It was because I was gonna get this for movies. A lot of people rag on like how it can't play games and all that. It can, but that's why you want to buy a Switch too. You know what I mean? Like realistically, even if it could play games, the best game makers now is Nintendo, and they don't make one for this. Blame Nintendo, not Apple. Uh, but yeah, you just gotta use your head like for what it can do, and there's so much more that it can do more than you think. So yeah, I've been watching movies on it. Comfort wise, here, let me show you guys. Here, first off, why did I get this one? I actually really like the look. It gives me like space astronaut look, and every time I pull this out, I don't want to put my Vision Pro on a cheap case because it just cheapens it. You guys get me? It's just, imagine spending 4 grand. By the way, it was like 4,300. This is the 1 TB one. I didn't end up unboxing it and recording it for you guys because I just know I wanted to savor the experience for myself. I know as soon as I record it, it's just like I start worrying about like angles. I wanted to savor the moment, you know. Uh, so yeah, I don't want to like you guys. If you guys know me, like all my friends know me, I don't like getting cheap shit. It's because it's just like cheap case. Imagine for your iPhone, you get it, you spend 2,000 on it. You're really gonna spend like $7 on a fucking case made in China, you know. Same with this thing. It's just when I pull this out, dude, it feels like you know you have a magical device. You just The only thing that I would say that they should improve on is I wish they used YKK zippers. And it's kind of weird that they didn't use YKK since Apple tends to, get the best material. But because it's a little bit difficult to open, it's not as like smooth. So let's go ahead and share you guys, a couple things. So I really like how it looks in the case. It's just, man, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not a car guy. So I have like a 1998 Toyota Corolla, and to me, it's like $4,000 to have something like, I feel more joy than like if I were to get a fucking Bugatti, bro. Anyways, so I'm one of the fortunate people to have a solo case, and as you guys can see, I leave it on, okay? All the people that are like bitching, I always say like 90% of the population out there are fucking stupid. And all the people that are like, oh, it takes too long to turn on. It's like, I bet you these are the people that leave their fucking iPad off. Like, you don't need to do that, dude. And it's like, oh, wouldn't it drain the battery? That was another thing with the AirPods Max. It's like, wouldn't it drain the battery? How it doesn't like turn off? Oh my God. Like, you guys just like, a majority of you guys are so stupid. But no, there's a thing called, I've never had it like go off. Like, it goes on a low power state, and it's like, it's like people act like you can't charge it. You know what I mean? Like that, you just plug it in and it's fully charged, dude. People stop being stupid. So, with the Vision Pro, I just leave it on, and I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to be, because it's like as soon as I put it on, it's turned on, and if I were to charge it, I just plug it in like this with the whole thing plugged in. Yeah, no, I love the case. What else? Oh yeah, here, let me just talk. So I'm one of the fortunate people that like love this thing. I tried the other one, the one that has the thing on the head on the top, and I can get into it, and I love this thing. Can we just all right, first off, I just want to appreciate the engineering of this thing. All right. Right now I'm wearing my contact lens, but I have my Zeiss fucking to be shipped like next week. But I just want to like point out, it's the little details from Apple, dude, that I fucking love. When you touch this thing, you feel like you're holding something that is like advanced. It's that little thing like changing a strap on the Meta Quest, for example, was so fucking laborious. Whereas with this thing, you just, can you guys see that? Can we see that? You just literally, you pull it and then that's it. It's like the engineering is just insane with Apple, man. It's, I don't know what else to say. Get off my fucking headset. Yeah, so I don't want to take out the fucking bra here, but we all know what it looks like, okay? I know I said a majority of people are dumb, but I trust that the 10% of you guys are watching this video. So we all know what it looks like. I'm assuming you guys already know everything about like the Vision Pro, because the year prior, I did my research. As a matter of fact, I started buying a shitload of movies because I had a hunch, even though as expensive as it was, I had a hunch that I was going to end up getting it, and I finally pulled the trigger and got it. But yes, leave it on, and all right. So this is how I have it. I don't think this is how Apple intended it for you to like store it in the case, but I do keep it like, oh wait, hold on. Like so, hold on, let me pull it for you. Let me put it here and then show you guys. All right, I have it like this because I leave it on, and yeah, no complaints here. Just making sure the fucking Velcro. Okay, I don't think it's gonna come crashing down. All right. So what was if I could give you guys an advice if you're thinking about getting it, make sure you do that face scan. Do it at the Apple Store, because for some reason, if you do it on the Apple Store app, it doesn't tell you the result. But do it at the Apple Store, and then I scanned my face 3 times because the first time I tried it, first two gave me a 2 different results, and so I scanned it again. Actually, not 3 times. I scanned it like 4 times. I made sure that like my face fit, and yeah. So the first one was different compared to the second one, and then the last three that I scanned were the same, which was a 21W. So yeah, so I scanned it, and then they had it like once I did so, it was pretty straightforward. And then yeah, all right. So I want to just compare now to how it's like to have compared to the MetaQuest. Um, so first off, fuck this fly, dude. Uh, goddamn. First off, what is it like compared to the MetaQuest? So I've had this for about 2 days now, and I'll tell you like what I think about it. So the things that I noticed, I really like, or I really love the eye tracker. Why is that? Because the thing with the MetaQuest is you're basically either using this thing to, navigate, or you're using the remote. And it works, but the problem is it takes you away from that VR mode, because when you're like, let's say you're watching a movie and you want to pause it, right? So you have it stored, and I'm a very forgetful guy, I guess. I forget things, and it's like, what the fuck's the remote? And now I gotta remove this strap. It was really, really annoying. And I know the fucking haters gonna be like, oh, it's just as good. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, and then at night, just doing this, having my hands rest on my thigh, and then so I'm trying to imagine like resting and then just being able to look. It's really, really cool. Now, I just want to point out, thing that I hate though is it's really difficult to type, because you feel like Hector Salamanca from, if you guys watch Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, highly recommend you do so. It's like what it's like you're typing with one letter at a time, but you feel like Hector Salamanca. You're like ding, 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 ding. It's like I would right now I'm eyeing on getting the keyboard, the Mac keyboard. I don't know, because what it does is it connects, and then it puts an overlay on, so you could see, like, it puts an overlay or something. I don't exactly know what it's like, but that's the way I see it. Oh, a thing that I also love about the Vision Pro is the seamlessness. When I had the Meta Quest, when I plugged in a Bluetooth headset, there was a noticeable delay. And the way to fix it was to get this earbuds that like connected directly to, like, there was a receiver that connected directly to the Meta Quest. It was just so finicky. Whereas with the Vision Pro, I don't know how Apple does it, but like when I watch a movie, there's no delay that I notice. I think what they do, it's kind of common sense. So it's like, Meta Quest, why haven't you guys done it? I think what they do is they offset the delay by like making so there's obviously a delay in the audio. So what they do is they also delay the movie so that it syncs up to the movie. And I'm surprised that Meta Quest hasn't done that, because when you watch a movie, it's fucking obvious. And it's like, yeah, when I had the Meta Quest, it just collected dust. To be honest with you guys, after like, I would say a week, I got over it. I mean, we'll see. It's only been 2 days with the Vision Pro. I mean, I still have like 2 weeks to return it, So, I mean, so far, I really, really like it. It was everything I thought of. It was everything that I thought it was going to be. Another thing that I want to point out too is, what else do I want to talk about? So the quality of the screen. Clearly, you are paying, a majority of the price is due to the screen, because on the Meta Quest, it is clear as fuck, and it's distracting to have like, you're able to see the dots of each like pixel that it literally feels like you're looking through a, you guys remember those giant CRT tubes? You guys ever like watch like up close and you just see like those things? That's what it feels like. With this thing, dude, it's not the display is clearly not as good as the iPad Pro, but dude, it's like from the iPad Pro HDR, whatever it's called. It's like here, the Vision Pro is like an 8 out of 10. Like it was still really good. I legitimate. I just realized I haven't really touched my iPad Pro since I got this one, because it's what this does. This does good compared the things that this does good, the iPad sucks at. So when I'm laying down, typically, let me pull this out. When I'm laying down, let me show you guys what, since I'm already here, same angle and everything. All right, when I'm laying down, all right, this is how I watch my movie, and it's like if you have, I have a big stomach, and even I have to look down. It gets uncomfortable after a while, and you try to hold it like this, and it gets heavy after a while. And that is also why I got the Vision Pro, because if you have this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It gets too heavy after a while. Whereas the Vision Pro, it's all, you know, in my head. And so should I just show you guys? I mean, you know, here, I'll show you guys, because why not, right? All right. I am gonna show you guys. Here we go. This is how I remove the bra. Oh, here. So just go, bloop. See, look at that. I mean, look at it. It's already like kind of like smudged up. But here we go. So when I'm laying down, right? I go. I mean, look how easy it is to put on. Okay, just like that. All right, I'm in some lake right now, but I'm gonna double click so I could see you guys. Boom. So I could just lay, and because the control is so simple. I mean, imagine with the Meta Quest, I would have to find the remote, or you have to basically do this, where like after a while your shoulders does get sore. Whereas having it use the eyes, I mean, look, I mean, I could just do this. You see? I'm watching a content right now. Um, I mean, this is like the perfect. This is the perfect brain rot device. Okay, if you like to like lay down, okay, not everybody lives a lifestyle like you see in the Red Bull videos. This is perfect for like if you just want to lay in bed. It's amazing. That's really like this is not a full review. This is just from things that I noticed already from using this on like the first 2 days. But yeah, hold on one second. Let me put it away. Way up, I feel blessed. Here we go. And bam. So that's how I store it. You see that? And it's just no risk of it falling. It's beautiful. Yeah. If only, yeah, I mean, it's just the way this thing is engineered to. I mean, I really like the case. You know, if you guys want a, you know, I don't know, like an example of like how stupid people are is like the number one complaint is how big the case is. Then go get a fucking duffel bag, you dumbass. You know, it's just use your fucking head here. Use your head. Anyways, what else? What else do I want to say? So I really like the optical ID. It's clear that the Vision Pro is, in my opinion, technology-wise, is Apple's like grand opus. It's just, it's insane what it can do. It's just every time I put it on, you just know that you got something. It's not okay. People say this is the future. I disagree. This is what the best that the technology we have now. It's a conglomerate of all the technologies that we have now all into this device. You know, from the face I no not face ID, down from like how it reads your mouth movement. crazy to like the optical ID. I don't know if you guys know, but there's an optical ID, so it doesn't use fingerprint or it doesn't use your face ID. It uses your eyes to fucking, so you could purchase stuff using just your eyes, which is like, why don't we have that on the iPhone? You know, so it's clear that this is like leaps ahead of the current iPhone. Yeah, like we have the M2 chip, but okay, like who the fuck gives a shit about whether it's an M2 or M4 chip? I don't think there's really anything. I don't know. I mean, it's just like go make your own Apple Vision Pro if you're gonna, you know, hate it, right? Um, what else I want to show you guys? So I really like the theater. Oh, did I already tell you guys that? But you know, just you're just like you know, a lot of movies that I wanted to see in theater, I never got to just because I either didn't have time or it's just like, you know, for various reasons. Like, but yeah, I mean, I'm right now. I'm looking forward to watching Tenet, uh, Dark Knight. I never got to watch that in theaters. I'm really excited to watch it. So yeah, you have your own theater. Like, oh yeah, another thing that I want to point out is the comfort. So okay, so there is weight, but if you use an app like the Max, right? I would say after a while, my head starts to feel like I'm wearing an AirPods Max, which isn't bad. You get used to. I've gotten used to it now. Um, at first, it is kind of uncomfortable, but you do get used to it. I don't know how weak your necks are. Your neck, I don't know. You know, I'm speaking from my experience. You do get used to it, even down to like like okay, what do I say? So another, oh yeah, talk about it later. But um, you do get used to it. So uh, yeah, don't worry about it. And let's talk about the little what is the professional word, but it feels like you're looking through a goggles. You also get used to it. Why do I say that? If you wear glasses, do you remember the first time you got glasses? You're like, oh my god, this is so distracting. But after like a week or so, you get used to it. Because I've already worn glasses, I don't even see it anymore. And okay, and I see why people complain that like the edge of the screen is like blur, but it's I don't notice it because me wearing glasses my whole life now, or not my whole life, 10 years, you get used to looking around with your neck. Unlike like without glasses, you guys could like just look with your eyes. So you do get used to it. So if you don't have glasses, you're gonna get used to it. If you already have glasses, you're already used to it. So I already do it by instinct. So I didn't even notice. I was like, wow. But it's not as blurry as you think. The YouTubers just like overhype, or you know, no, it's not at all bad. Comfort also. I got the Solo band. I got lucky that it's really comfortable for me. Um, yeah, I'm one of the few lucky ones. And the way I do is you tighten it all the way till it doesn't turn anymore, and then you turn it a little bit, or maybe like one full turn, so that it's not like squishing your head, but it's also not too loose that people I see why people have the complaints of like cheek pain, but when you do it like that, it takes it off in my from my experience. Again, this is just an experience, my 2 day experience. Uh, what else? That okay. What I think about the battery, I really like it. I really like it because let's look at it positively. So if it was built inside the headset, it would make it really difficult to purchase a new one in the future. So the benefits to having the battery outside are two things. So one is it makes it easy to hot swap, meaning that if you chose to do so, you could buy another battery and get that, you know, have that fully charged so that by the time the first one drains, the second one is already, you know, so you're like hot swapping. And two, in the future, when the battery goes bad, you could just buy another one and you're not having to buy an entire new headset. It's just, I always see, the way to do it with Apple, the way how they operate is you have to accept, you just, they're not like Samsung where they give you the flexibility. It's more like it's our way. It's you can only do it one way. And so once you get the hang of it, then you know it's pretty much like it's like having a car versus I've been in a helicopter before, but when I'm in a car I don't go, well, I wish it could fucking fly, although I do wish it can. But you don't go, well, if only I can fly, I wouldn't have to fucking deal with this traffic light or the traffic. You know, you just accept the car as is, that it can do, it can take you from point A to point B. It's fairly linear, it's very easy. Same with this device, you know, I don't expect it to do a lot of things, like well, a lot, because the second you do that, you just use your head, right? Like you use your head for what it can do, and you're gonna have a really good time with it. I have no complaints. Same with the iPad. Like I'm not one of those people that complain about the OS. Just use your head, people. What else? Battery is really good. After I watch a movie, usually it goes down to like around 40%. Like a 2 hour movie is like 40%. No complaints about the battery, honestly, because by the time I only use the Vision Pro for like 2 hours, an hour, 2 hours, because it does, you do feel a little uncomfortable, but not like in pain, but you kind of like, you want to kind of let it, you could kind of want your head to breathe, because it does get kind of hot a little, and yeah, so well, actually, yeah, it doesn't get as hot as a Meta Quest. I noticed there's a fan in it, and it kind of cools you down. Fun fact. That's not a lot, it's not something a lot of people talk about. All right, well, I'm gonna cut this video short. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if I missed anything, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment about it on in the comment section. I'll do a full review maybe in the future. But yeah, a little update about me. I'm enlisting in the army, and I'm gonna try to do a couple more videos for you guys before I get shipped out. So see you guys on my next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.